So who has the best chance to go undefeated according to FPI? Clemson, the best shot, followed by Notre Dame, then Ohio State. You might be wondering why Alabama, as dominant as they've looked, all the way down at 35%. That factors in, at the moment, a potential meeting against Georgia, a neutral site. Time for our blimp-worthy debate, brought to you by Goodyear. And on that subject, you saw the chances of the teams going undefeated. Kirk, how many do you think we'll eventually wind up with going into the Sunday in which we select the playoff teams?
4 teams, all 4 of those: Notre Dame, Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama.
Wow.
I hear you.
He's not for
I just
upsets.
called my shot.
Put down 4 as being against upsets and upheaval. All right. He's already said 3, Joey.
I hate.
What?
Oh, you
Of course, Joey's
know where I'm
UCF
at.
team, I guess, will be in there too.
Yeah, I was going to add them in. You know where I'm at, Reese. Everybody's running the table. So we got Alabama or Georgia. They'll be undefeated. Clemson, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and UCF will be undefeated at the end, and we're going to have a conversation about this.
What do you think about that? I've got Alabama going in. They're dominant. I've got Notre Dame running the table, too. You know, Clemson, my biggest concern, guys, is just a true freshman quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. And even though their defense is good enough to beat anybody, you know, he's 1 game away from a bunch of turnovers in the game, and then they're liable to lose to just anyone. I think West Virginia and Ohio State, I still have some questions about their defense. Georgia, I just don't think they've been tested yet, so we're going to learn a lot about them in the next 4 weeks. I've got 2 Power 5s going in. I got 2 going in the Power 5, and I've got UCF also going undefeated, by the way.
Well, Kirk, you want to throw North Dakota State in there?
I got North Dakota State in there. Put them down next to UCF. I got them going undefeated too.
Kirk said he was going to put them in there. They should be in the discussion.
Herbie, get Mount Union in there too.
Mount
Union, you got to get them all in. Get them all in. Get them all in. Let's be fair. We got to be fair here. Be fair. It's all about fairness.
I think at most you have 2. I think by the end, I think you'll have 1 undefeated team. That'll be Alabama in there.
All right, if you're going to pick to win it all, you're going to take Bama or the field, Pollock?
I'll take the field. If you're going to give me the field, I'll take the field. I'll take more teams. I think 1 ankle turn away, 1 injury away here or there that could happen down the stretch. You saw injuries bite them last year. So if you're going to give me the field, I'll take the field.
I think this Alabama team beats any of Nick Saban's national championship teams. If they stay healthy, Tua Tagovailoa is the difference. I'll take Bama. I think it's one of the best, if not maybe the greatest college football team that ever has been.
I'm gonna take Bama also. They're the only team still rolling in. They have 2 quarterbacks that have gotten into a national championship game. So let's just say Tua goes down. They got another guy behind him, and Jalen Hurts, that has been in the big game before. You can't find a weakness. The only weakness Alabama has is the past 2 weeks they haven't covered the spread. That's it. Everyone else, you can find a weakness if you look hard enough. Herb, what do you got?
I said before the season started that 2018 and 2019 would be Nick Saban's 2 best teams he's ever had. He's off to a pretty good start with what we've seen because of Tua. Not just Tua, best group of receivers, best group of backs, and a great offensive line with great tight ends. I would definitely, as we sit here right now, take Alabama over the field.
Thanks for watching, everybody. The season's over. Y'all just go ahead and cash in the chips.
You know, as you look at some of these potential lines for Alabama against some of the potential contenders, and I think to the points that you guys have made, this is sort of like bizarro Bama because they have had injuries on defense. They are a little bit thinner. They don't have a Deron Payne in the middle. But they offset that because now the offense is so prolific. You see, Alabama would be at least a touchdown favorite over all of these teams and a 2-touchdown favorite over some of the more noteworthy teams. But I do remember several years ago that we did a big special about the 2005 USC team taking on, I don't know, Caesar's Army and Darth Vader and everybody else, and they ended up losing, right? So you never know.
We filmed that until 4 o'clock in the morning, and at the LA Coliseum, Mark May, myself, and Mr. Fowler. It was USC 05 against 68 Ohio State. What would they do against 72? You know, it was just on and on and on, and then they lost. So you're right. Anything can happen. That's what makes it fun.
Rat poison. Yep.